Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another roster reveal. Why is it when the sun comes out, the flies come out as well? And the most irritating things. You open a window once, 10 come in, you open them again. Do they ever find the same window? No. Just 10 more of their friends come in. Get away. Sorry, right. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Shannon and I am cabin crew, and every single month I come on here and reveal my flights for the next coming month. So I'm just gonna get straight on with it today. I'm feeling a bit rough. I've had to put makeup on today, otherwise you'd be able to see all the spots that I have going on today. It's not great. I feel like I'm just a bit drained. I think maybe we pushed ourselves a little bit in Tokyo last month. So yeah, sorry if you hear the odd snivel, and sorry if you see the odd fly turn up in this video today. Okay, May's roster reveal. As always, before we start with May, what changes were there in April? The answer to that is nice and short and sweet, 0. Literally nothing changed. I had a couple there and backs, I trained, became qualified for a whole nother year of flying, and I had a Tokyo. And as you would have seen, the first Tokyo Disney Resort vlog is up. We spent a day in Disneyland when we first arrived. We were very, very tired. It was very, very windy. We had so much fun. I managed to bring my dad and my sister on that trip with me. So expect 2 more Disney vlogs of our time in Tokyo Disney Sea. They'll be coming in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, it was an amazing trip and everything stayed the same for April. So that was nice and short and sweet. So that's April out of the way. Moving straight on to May's roster. So I mentioned it in my last roster reveal. I'm going to start telling you what my bids for the month are in advance. So you already know what my bids were for this coming month. I will put them back up on the screen anyway. So I did a bid for a Mexico City and a Kuala Lumpur, 2 destinations that I've never been to before. So let's see if I got them. May's roster reveal. Let's go. In this month I actually have some annual leave because I'm going to Malta with my friends, so that's a new destination for me because I've never been to Malta, but that is just a holiday. So if any of you guys have any tips and tricks for us for a 5-day trip to Malta, please let me know down in the comments. That also means that my flights for this month are a lot less. It's a lot smaller than it would usually be because I've got annual leave in here. So very short month, but we're starting strong with a Miami. Miami is a 3-day trip, which means we get about 24 hours down route, which is quite nice. I've been to Miami once before, I think, and I don't remember what I did. I think I might have even just chilled around the pool area, but it'd be nice to go and venture out a little bit further, maybe try out some of the beaches and things. There's been a bit of a twist with this trip as well, because I've actually managed to swap this. So there's a couple of flights that go to Miami every day with the airline that I work for, and I was originally going on the early Miami, whereas now I've swapped it for the late Miami. So somebody clearly really wanted the early Miami flight out. I don't know why, but it was up on Cruise Swaps, and they were originally positioning home, and positioning means that you're essentially a passenger on the way home, you're not working the flight, and we swapped. So now I'm working a flight out, but I am positioning home as a passenger, which is really nice. It's to do with a change of aircraft. We're flying out on a 777, and then all of us that flew out on that 777 are all flying back on the 380 as passengers. So I don't know what's going on there. They obviously need a 777 out there for some sort of reason. God knows. I'm just happy that somebody wanted to swap. They clearly really wanted that early Miami for some reason. Probably missed something now. There's probably something really exciting going on that I've now missed, but it's a nicer report time for me. It's more like in the afternoon, and I'm only working 1 flight, which is nice for me, which means I can get lots of Disney editing done on the flight. So I'm really happy about that. But that is my first working block for the month. This month I also have a there and back. So it's just 1 there and back to Malaga. No getting off the plane, sadly. I think that's quite a long flight, so I think that's going to be a hard one to do. I have tried to get that one swapped as well, but nobody in their right mind wants to take that off me for anything shorter. And then my final working block, I said it was a short month, my final working block for May is a Kuala Lumpur. Bid achieved, nice big tick. We got one of the bids this month. So we didn't quite get the Mexico City, which is fine, I guess. I'll try and go another time. But we did get the Kuala Lumpur, which is really exciting. So Kuala Lumpur is a 5-day trip, so a nice lengthy one. It's a late report on the first day, which is nice. I get most of the day to myself. And then we arrive there at about 6 p.m. their time. Then we have the whole next day to ourselves, and then we don't report again until about 9 p.m. the next day. So I've got like maybe the first part of an evening on the first night, a full day to myself, and then the majority of the next day, which is nice. So plenty of time to get things done in Kuala Lumpur, which is amazing. I don't even know what there is to do there. I've done like a little bit of a Google search and it's come up with the Batu Caves. I might be saying that wrong. And I can't remember the name of the tower, but it's these two towers that are really tall, and there's a bridge that like connects them and you can walk across it, but it's like really, really tall. So that's meant to be like a big tourist attraction. But I've also looked on our like cabin crew group that gives all the tips and tricks for different trips. And a lot of crew have actually recommended the same person to do like a full day tour, which shows you all the main sites of Kuala Lumpur. So I might even try and do that, because at least I know I'm ticking off all the best things, which I think would be a really good way to spend my first ever trip to Kuala Lumpur. So I'm actually really excited because I've never really visited that area of the world either. So yeah, I'm excited. For Kuala Lumpur, I'll definitely vlog. So you'll get a nice vlog out of Kuala Lumpur. I probably won't for Miami because I'm probably just gonna get my own stuff done. But who knows, I'll bring my cameras anyway and just see what I end up doing. And then that's it for working vlogs. But I am also going to Malta this month, and that's with my girls who, if you've seen the Centre Parks vlogs from, God, a couple of years ago now, it's those girlies. We're all going to Malta together, which will be really, really nice. And it's a new destination for every single one of us, actually. So it'll be nice to experience that all together. So yeah, like I said, if you've got any tips and tricks for any of those places, please let me know. Really excited for Malta, obviously, with my girls, but I am also looking forward to Kuala Lumpur as a work trip, and I'm looking forward to positioning home in that Miami. Hopefully it doesn't change. Haven't played passenger for a while. So that's my whole roster, but now obviously I've switched it up, so I'm actually going to tell you my bids for next month, so for June. If you've been watching these roster reveals for a while and you've been tuning in every month, then you'll know that I was trying to pick one new destination every single month. Last month obviously changed that, and I did a bid for Mexico and Kuala Lumpur, so switched that up. Only got one of them. This time I pushed the boat out even more. And my bids for June are an Athens standover, 2 days off around my birthday, and an LA. So the Athens is essentially a 3-day trip. You get like a good 24-hour day to yourself in Athens. I've asked for it over the weekend in the hope that I can take Ryan with me because he won't be at work. So that would be really nice if we got to do that. 2 days off around my birthday because I really want to make some birthday plans. And then the LA because I feel like I haven't been in a little while. And my sister's now got the Disney bug. Not that she didn't have it before, but we had the best time in Tokyo. And now she really wants to go back to Disney and she wants to try a new Disney park. And she's obviously not done California before. So that'd be really nice. If I could get a nice LA and take her with me, that'd be good. But we'll see. That is 3 whole bids. And it's been a long time since I've done 3 bids in 1 month. So I'm asking for a lot. I'll probably end up getting none of them at the end of that. But we've got to try. Got to try. But yeah, that's my bids for June. So that brings me to the end of this video, basically. That is my whole roster. That's updates on April. That is everything for May and even some bids for June in there as well. Keep your fingers crossed for me that I get at least 1, hopefully 2, pushing it 3 of my bids for June, and also look forward to some really exciting vlogs. Obviously the Disney vlogs are still coming. We honestly had the best time at Tokyo Disney Resort. It was amazing. Tokyo Disney Sea blew my mind. Like, our weather whilst we were there wasn't great. We had a really windy day in Disneyland and we had a very rainy day in Disney Sea. But I honestly think if the weather was perfect, it wouldn't have actually been fair to the rest of the parks. Because it was so beautiful. I can't even imagine what it would have been like if the sun was blaring and it was like the most perfect day weather-wise. Honestly, we had the best time. I can't wait for you guys to see them. It was such a good trip. And then obviously we've got Malta coming. The girls have said I can vlog that one as well. They're very much looking forward to that. Kuala Lumpur is a new destination, so I'll be vlogging that. Lots of exciting things coming up, and even more that I will tell you about soon enough. But that does bring me to the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye!